Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. It'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So NC State's offense comes on the field first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
NC State comes to the line quickly. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. When he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The game's 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain all the way to the 21.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Memphis.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake on first down. Breaks free. Some hard running there through a tackle. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Here comes the up-tempo offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. NC State comes to the line quickly. And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. No huddle now for the offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got his man wide open. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. On the run, it's Davis. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. NC State comes to the line quickly.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That ball snagged for a completion. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time...
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Catch made on the right side. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Kirk, Memphis has the lead here. He reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big game?
The Wolfpack line up now, 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. And the running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Defense is coming after him. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Memphis now operating in the red zone.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On first down, it's play action. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. NC State comes to the line quickly. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And it's complete downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth and making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have...
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. So in playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Running back grabs it on a screen. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kurt for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. It was open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.